gratitude to the words that have been said. So about 6 years ago, Elder Wilford Anderson of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints came and asked me if I would serve on the Arizona Interfaith on behalf of our faith. And I was a little nervous, I'm not going to lie, but I'm like, yeah, I'll do that, I would like to. And he said, you are just going to love Paul Eppinger. So he invited me to the Golden Rose banquet, and all of a sudden I hear him go, Paul, I have someone that wants you to meet. And that man in that outfit turned around, and I fell in love with Dr. Eppinger. That smile, and he just was so welcoming and civil right away. And I knew that I was about to serve in a capacity that would change my life for the better. And so, I'm going to tell you some story about Paul. I have so many, and I can't even, they told me 3 minutes. I'm like, how do you do Paul Eppinger in 3 minutes? Can't even tell the story. So I'm going to tell one that's a little shorter, and you'll understand why. So Paul called me up. Now, I didn't get Mrs. Paul Eppinger. I got, well, hello, Leanne. That's how he would call it. Hello, Leanne. And then he would say, this is Paul Eppinger. I know Paul. And so he said, did you come down to the office to meet with me? I need to talk to you about something. And I said, great. So I go down there, we sit down, and we do small talk, and he's like, okay, let's get to the business. He goes, I have a vision of 2020. Now, mind you, this is 7 years ago. And I was like, really? Is this what I'm talking about? And he goes, I have a vision. Can you imagine Cardinal Stadium full of thousands of people, and we have the Pope, and we have the prophets, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and the Dalai Lama. And he goes, we have the largest interfaith gathering ever in the United States of America. And I started to laugh. I said, are you serious? And he goes, yeah, well, that's a really cool idea, Paul. He goes, I want you to cheer it. You're serious. He said, well, I'm serious. He goes, I need to get the prophet here. And I said, Paul, I don't have a direct line. I can't get the prophet that easy. Well, we got to get the Pope. I got to get somebody to get the Pope, and I'm going to work on the Dalai Lama. Great, okay. And so we visited a little about it, and I said, we're, the Cardinal Stadium, have you talked to them? No, that's what I need you to do. Well, of course, I did. I picked up the phone on my way home, and I called my husband. I said, I need you to give me what the bid was. So, as we started talking, and I did what I needed to do, I found out we were going to have almost $1 million before we could even start the process. And so I took that back to Paul, and he says, well, how can we get it? I said, Paul, if we knew how to get it, we would never have to worry about how we stay strong and sustainable ourselves. Well, let's think about it. And I said, okay, but let's not announce it. That's a true story. And it's true. So I said, let's not announce it. A few weeks later, we're at the Golden Rose banquet. I'll get up and announce that we're going to have this Vision 2020. Leanne's going to cheer it. And so I just started laughing. My husband kind of looked at me like, really? We're going to do it? I don't know. We're going to figure out what's going to happen. And so I kind of thought Paul should put that on the back burner. But every once in a while at our meetings, he would talk about the 2020 vision. And I would sit there and I would think, bless his heart, we're not going to do it. There's no way that we can pull that off. But he still kept that dream alive. And he would say to me, have you got the prophet? And I'm like, no, I haven't yet. I said, a place. Okay. But he would bring that up. And I would laugh all the way home that this man had a vision. A vision that was incapable of being done on this earth. And C.S. Lewis said, and I tell this and I thought I could have it says, if we find ourselves with a desire that nothing in this world can satisfy, the most probable explanation is that we were made for another world. And I thought of Paul, and I thought of that day that he passed, and he and Darrell Anderson embraced. And then he asked him, can you get me a prophet? We're going to hold a rally here in 2020. And that, for me, will be a legacy and a thing that I will dream. And in 2020, if it's not here, I'll be thinking of that glorious vision that Paul had, where he is bringing people on the other side together in love and gratitude for our Father that gave us all. And I leave these things with you in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.